So, today in Tarot Talk, I am going to talk about this reading where I did a prediction on the Poland elections and I gauged Jar's law to win, but it is Donald Tusk who won. And supposedly my reading is wrong. My reading is wrong, not supposedly. So I have done a wrong prediction. So I wanted to discuss about that, because as a tarot card reader, it will happen to you a lot of times. One, it will happen a lot of times where you will have jitters that what if I get a reading wrong? What if I have not understood the cards properly? So, I just wanted to discuss this in detail about the reading and what happens when the reading is wrong and so on. So, first, I want to address is the quality of the tarot card reader. See, you should know that if you were to type tarot card reader in YouTube, you will get so many multiple channels and everybody is saying something, and good many are good and there are absolute bullshitters who are also running a channel. I've heard a lot of them, but I will tell you some best of the tarot card readers also will find it very difficult to do a reading and give you a prediction of who's going to win or when is it likely, give a timing to you, or give an answer to the point. They will give you a great detailed answer about a lot of things but not be able to give you an answer to the point. So number one is you should know your quality as a tarot card reader. So you shouldn't be in a hurry to read cards for people. You do it, you should definitely have a job going, find a job for yourself, and then keep doing tarot card reading, as in how you seek answers or you seek clarity. And only when you feel you are good at what you're doing and you understand tarot cards so well, then only you should venture into reading it for clients. Don't be in a hurry to make a additional source of income, or call yourself someone who you are not, like a tarot card reader or some other kind of a reader or a divinative interventionist, as I may call you. So one is know your quality as a tarot card reader. So I wanted to give an example here. Even if you're not a tarot card reader, if you look at tarot cards well enough, you can gauge answers. I'll give you a simple example. Let us say you're asking a question, how is my situation going to change in the future? Let's say this is the question you are asking, and you draw two cards. So you get one card here, and then you get the second card like this. So the question is, how is your situation going to change in the coming future? And you get the first card like this, which tells you this is your situation now. And this card tells you this is how your situation is going to change in the future. You know, if a tarot card reader cannot answer this simple two set of cards and this question, they shouldn't be tarot card readers to begin with. They should be focusing on something else as a work and as a source of income. Because if they get confused with these two cards and are not able to answer, I feel you're just wasting everybody's time, including your client's time. Now, I will tell you how to read these very simple cards. Someone says, how will my situation change in the coming future? And the first card you get is this. And the second card you get is this. The answer is, if you see, here is one coin and here are four coins, the money has multiplied. So the answer is your situation is going to improve drastically or very well, or your financial, you will find a lot of financial independence. That's a very simple answer. So one is you should know a quality of a tarot card reader in how well and crisp answer a tarot card reader can give. If this answer someone takes 1 hour to give or half an hour, 45 minutes to give, I don't know what they're doing with tarot cards, frankly. Now, easy things are easier to understand with tarot, difficult things are not. So, let's say this is your situation now, and in the future, it's telling this will be your situation in the future. I would label this tarot card reader. If the person can answer, I would label this tarot card reader at medium grade or good enough. Good enough, very good. Not that you can answer it. If you can't answer it, you will have your channel going or you can have your work going, because you can answer easy but you cannot answer something moderate. So I don't give the answer here, because then the whole session will go in just talking about this card and then how the two are talking to each other. So the first and foremost is you should know your quality as a tarot card reader. If you were to look at all my tarot predictions, I am 100% accurate with my readings. I don't get a single reading wrong. And then I do. I got this Poland elections wrong. But there is a learning here for me, which I will share with you. It just built a certain learning in me on how to read one particular card more detail or very well. So I will tell you now. The question I had asked was, who will win the Poland elections? So the first candidate was Jarslaw. I think that's his name. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, you know. And the second is David Tusk. So the first card for Jarslaw I got, the card was Nine of Swords. And the card I got for David Tusk was Queen of Pentacles. So, when I started to place or give weightage to tarot cards, I understood the page card, these personality cards, which is the king, queen, knight, and the page. I understood these cards, court cards, as a royal hierarchy. And in my mind, I believed I should place them in a hierarchy as I understood very well. So, as per me, the king held the most, not held, the king holds the most powerful position in tarot. So, if you had to decide a winner and you get a king, and next to that any other card, the king is the winner. The second is I placed a queen below the king, because I personally believe that mostly if there is a king, the queen would always take a side step or will not be as much involved into the affairs of running the kingdom or running the duties as would be the king. So I mentally placed the queen below the king, and then placed the knight, and then placed the page. You know, I wanted to, I had this great discussion in my mind back then that should I place the king and queen at the same power or not? And then I said, after a lot of thinking through my own experiences with a lot of things, a lot of experiences working and how the man and the woman equation is, I personally agreed that the queen comes after the king. And keeping this in the mind, I always placed the queen as someone who will come second, or who will, miss it by a whisker, or on its own does not announce a victory. That's how I place the queen, because I place the queen below the king. I had done when the Donald Trump elections had happened way back, I think in 2014 or 15. Uh, I think in 2015 is when Donald Trump fought for the elections. I had done a reading and I'd asked how likely is it for Donald Trump to win? And I got the answer as the outcome card as Queen of Cups. And I said it's showing me victory, but the problem is the Queen. And I remember saying it, if you will scroll through my readings, you will find this reading. If I can find it and put a link, I'll do so in the description box. Otherwise, you may just have to go to the search button and type Donald Trump and you will get the reading. So, when I got the Queen of Cups as the outcome card, I said it's showing me victory because there's a crown, she's holding a cup. So, I see a position, I see a trophy, but since it is a queen, I also see it as a second position. And that is when I gauged the tarot prediction as Donald Trump may miss it by a whisker. Not by a great margin or something, but by a whisker. And that time he was in opposition was Hillary Clinton. And for Hillary Clinton, which I did not post the reading, I had got the outcome card as the Sun. See, for a lot of tarot card readers, Sun may be the major arcana, the Sun may be above the King and Queens, which is okay. Everybody can set their intuitive rules and do the readings. For me, the King and Queen come above the major arcana. So, the most powerful people in tarot are the king and the queen, and then comes the major arcana, and then everybody else. And then there is a certain order for everybody else. So, so I had actually believed that because Donald Trump got a queen as an outcome, Queen of Cups, and Hillary Clinton got Sun, I believed Hillary Clinton is going to win. And this was one reading which every other tarot card reader, astrologer, everybody got wrong, because everybody predicted Hillary Clinton is going to win and it was Donald Trump who won. So now fast forward to this Poland elections. I got the card of Nine of Swords for George Law, and for Donald Tusk, sorry, I got the Queen of Pentacles. And I continued with the same rule, intuitive rule, that the queen is the second position, and therefore I kept on taking out more cards to know who will be the one who will win the elections. And then I got the answer as George Law. And as we see today, Donald Tusk has won the elections. So, both the times during Donald Trump and now during Donald Tusk time, I had got the outcome card as the queen. And both the time I had predicted as a second position or them losing it. And the mistake now I'm getting corrected by for the mistake I have made is queen is not a second position to the king. Queen and the king hold the equal position. They're equals. So this is how now my intuitive rule will change and I make a learning after second repetitive outcome I gauged wrong or I gauged differently. And it's built a learning in me that king and queen both hold the equal might and power and a winning status. And the queen is not a second position. This is also a good news to all the feminists that tarot agrees that a woman holds or a queen holds the equal status as the man or the king. And I did not grade queen below the king on intention. It's just how I believe the hierarchy was. But now I'm corrected in the hierarchy, and king and queen now become the same position. So if someone were to ask me what is the royal hierarchy, the royal hierarchy is king and queen in the first position or the topmost position, then comes the knight, and then comes the page. So this is the correction or a learning I made with this prediction with the Poland elections, and outcome card with the queen. I have now couple of I have some time, and I'm just thinking if I should do the queen. Maybe not. I can do the queens and how they interact with each other. What if one queen shows up? What if two queens show up? What if three queens show up in the reading? So I think I'll leave it. So this is what I wanted to discuss. The other part is, getting the reading wrong and getting jitters as a tarot card reader that, oh my god, my reading is wrong. See, till the time you're reading your cards right, it should not give you jitters. I don't get jitters that, oh, what if my reading is wrong? It doesn't matter if, uh, sometimes I get a reading wrong. The reason for that is this universe is also working in your higher good. Sometimes it may give you a wrong answer just to send you in a certain path or in your higher good. So it shouldn't bother you. But as I said, don't venture into reading cards for people unless you're very sure of what you're reading, what your personal energy is. For every time, if you feel the answer, you cannot depend on these answers which you get from tarot, you're far, far away in your journey to begin something in reading for your clients. If you are intuitively, get that pull and the answer comes to you like a huge, awakening that, oh my god, I see these cards and this is what is going to happen, then, you're somewhere there. So as I said, as a tarot card reader, we make learnings and I'm making learnings. The other part is, if you love watching my predictions, I do shorts videos on this channel. I also do tarot predictions on shorts in my second channel, which is Purple on Art. So every day I do two predictions, tarot predictions on some news event, or rune reading, rune stone reading predictions. So if you really love the readings I do, or you like to see more readings, you can also check the shorts in my second channel. There are everyday readings on that channels as well. And as I said, you can check the accuracy yourself. And that's all. So I just wanted to discuss how getting a reading wrong is also building a learning into me, that I should have placed the queen in equal power as the king in announcing the victory and the success. So I just wanted to share this today with all of you.